Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to This or That, except without Kobe or Jat. My name is Travesty, and joining me here for this very special DCCS edition of This or That is the one and only Blazing Legend. Let everybody know a bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, my name is AJ. I go by Blazing Legend DX online, and I have been in the background of the DCCS scene for a bit over a year now. I've been talking to people here or there, both staff and players on teams, just trying to get to know people, and I'm hoping to become a player myself next split. I already have been talking to some people. I'm just here pretty much to support the scene, and I'm probably one of their biggest fans, so I got invited onto the show, and I decided to take a break from all the action in the meme scene and hop on here to see what I can do on this show.
Well, talking about memes, we've got 7 slides for the meme lord himself, so let's go ahead and get this show on started, because it sounds like we're about to have ourselves a spicy one, as we're about to see what our first slide is going to be. So this or that, biggest surprise, FlyQuest going 3-1 or Team Liquid going 1-3. Now this is of course in regards to DCCS. This is a little bit of a crazy scenario here. I don't think anybody really expected either one of these.
Yeah, no, definitely. I honestly was really, I was almost expecting Team Liquid to potentially tie for first place at 4-0, because I was kind of expecting Equifax to go 4-0 as well, so I'm surprised that they're struggling so much.
It's a little bit of a shocker. It's kind of weird, though, because everybody in the community predicted FlyQuest to go 0-4, so I feel like FlyQuest, I feel like they're actually the biggest surprise. I think that team actually overperformed past everybody's expectations.
So you're going to go with this on that one?
I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this. I think FlyQuest that's just too good for them.
If I would have known that, I think the biggest thing was that Team Liquid had to pretty much give up one of their top lane picks with that whole Shaco incident. That really, I feel like, might have mentally, just mental boom, honestly. Like, at that point, what do you do? Because it's like, that game was totally winnable, in my opinion, if you have the Scion like they were expecting. And I'm pretty sure that was against Echo Fox, correct? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was against Echo Fox, yeah.
And if they beat Echo Fox, that would have been such a big moral victory. I feel like that game honestly could have been like the breaking point for them, as bad as it sounds. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with. I thought Team Liquid was gonna do a lot better. I'm gonna have to go with that on this one personally. I think FlyQuest is. I'm not too surprised personally that they did well. I think they're underrated roster. So that's my opinion.
All right, there you go. A FlyQuest fam indeed for a Blazing Legend here. Let's go ahead and go on to the next slide. Harder stomp, CG versus C9, or C9 versus TSM, the LCS team. Ooh! 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 This one feels like it might hit you a little bit hard.
This is too soon. Oh my god, this is too soon. You can't see it probably, but I am wearing my TSM hoodie right now. I am a TSM fan in LCS. I'm
gonna go with. I'm gonna cut you off for one moment though. I gotta go this, just because that was a 3-0 victory. The CG versus C9 DCCS one. I mean, I don't think there's really that much of a contest though. If you look at the stats, 19-minute game. That
was something. I mean, stomp, but I mean that was a stomp, sure. But I feel like DCCS, we do have a fair amount of stomps. Like the way that the elo of games is determined, it can set up for some pretty one-sided games, because I don't know, teams just probably struggle more at playing from behind. Whereas in LCS, I feel like everyone was expecting that series to go 5 games. I'm not trying to be biased here, but I honestly was just in shock. So
you didn't see the theme. You didn't see the theme. Every team that was on blue side in that gauntlet went 3-0.
I noticed that, but still, it's TSM. Okay, they've never missed Worlds.
Neither has C9.
But C9, I thought it would go 5 games. Okay, you have 2 teams who have never missed Worlds. I thought it'd be 5 games. I thought it'd be fucking 4 games at least. But no, we have 3-0. So I'm gonna have to go with that, because I'm a salty TSM fan who still can't get over the past. And while yes, C9 versus CG was a stomp, my heart belongs with a boys in black and white.
Well, let's go ahead and get on to our slide number 3 here as we'll be going into it. What about that Manizzle guy? Put him ADC or put him top? Ah.
Can he pull out a repeat performance on that Shaco? That's the question.
Stop.
Can he pull it out again? Except this time maybe he'll go AP or something and we'll get a better performance out of him. That's gonna be the determining factor. No, but I think his ADC, he's a pretty good AD carry from what I've seen.
Well, I don't understand. Like, I understand the fact they have Ragnar, so they're putting Ragnar AD carry. I'm guessing they're having issues getting their normal top to come in for the season or something. But I don't know. I throughout the offseason, I've sung nothing but praises of Manizzle being able to be really good at AD carry, and it's nothing against Ragnar, because I think Ragnar played decently, I guess, in most of his matchups. He was okay. I don't think he was like the all-star that everybody else would like to believe that he was going into it. I just think Manizzle needs to be in a position where he can put in work. Like,
yeah, I definitely agree. He's a good player. He's a really good player in my opinion. And from like stuff I saw before the split started, I thought he had potential to be one of, if not the greatest AD carry in the league. So it kind of hurts me to see him kind of get shoved up top lane. And Ragnar, it comes down to the question of like history of performances, like who has the better history, Manizzle or Ragnar. And Ragnar's coming off of playing jungle, okay? And Manizzle, we saw all, or at least I saw all in the offseason. He looked like a really good AD carry. So I'm going to have to go with this. I think he should definitely be AD carry. And I think potentially shoving someone else top lane might be the better decider for Team Liquid here.
Yeah, I think ADC, I'm going to go with this as well. And he had a better vision score than 4 in all of his games, so that's absolutely great. So he's at least improved from the top lane of last season. So let's go ahead and go over to our net slide coming up here. Where is CLG's DCCS team?
Oh, God.
Replacing their LCS team or destroying TSM from the inside as revenge? Talking about, by the way, Nikina and Stuffer. For being the CLG. That's is the rivalry still there? I mean, I wondered this. I was like, doesn't CLG hate TSM? And then all the CLG DCCS players go over?
Yeah, they're double agents. They're double agents. They got sent over by Hotshot. Hotshot's like, all right, guys. So you know what? We can't destroy TSM and LCS. What's the next best thing? Let's destroy them in let's destroy them in another league. Let's destroy them in DCCS. So he sent over his boys, Nikina and Stuffer, and now we have this situation. So
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna go with that. First and foremost, the DCCS team is not replacing the LCS team. They gotta keep Huhi. You know what I'm saying? They gotta keep the boy. They're keeping Huhi. So I have
my biases. I have my opinions on LCS, but that's for another time. I'm gonna have to say destroying TSM from the inside. Stuffer and Nikina, our boys, they came in and they wreaked havoc in one way or another. From what I saw from an outsider's perspective, purely, again, I cannot make accusations. So, well, hey, it is what it is.
Let's toss it over to the net slide here and. Bigger plot twist. EchoFox implodes and goes 4-12, or TSM resurges and goes 12-4. Ooh.
Might I start off here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say EchoFox imploding would be by far the biggest drama / surprise / like shock ever because of the dynasty that they're coming off of, being the champions from last split, and it honestly didn't even look like there was much of a competition compared to EchoFox. And now, now they're coming on and kind of almost looking like they're going to be a repeat favorite of doing it again. Whereas TSM, I mean, they could resurge, but while it seems unlikely, it doesn't seem impossible. So I'm going to have to say EchoFox, they seem like they're on another level from anyone else. So if they just exploded, especially considering how much depth they have for having so many players, I would be shocked if they imploded.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say biggest plot twist would definitely be EchoFox, because I'm just imagining how that would end up going, because you've got probably one of the most chill dudes. You got Han Solo. Can you imagine him being like the source of all the drama and whatnot? all these accusations come to light. Han Solo won't let anybody else play anything but Anivia. He's a dictator in scrimmages where he forces Apple to play Tristana every time it's open in the hopes that he'll one day get it.
Point.
Yeah, there will be a breaking point
featuring Han Solo, who was known to be one of the nicest people in the scene at one point. Yikes! Yeah, that'll be something.
It would be something. I would be down for that. Let's go ahead and get on to the next slide here, as we're going to be saying most true CG overrated or 100 Thieves underrated. Oof. I don't know, honestly. CG went 3-1 and 100 Thieves went 2-2. I mean, 100 Thieves are the only team to go 2-2 after the first week.
Mm-hmm. With a question like this, I feel like a lot of times it comes down to strength of schedule. Like, you gotta look at who both teams play for this kind of question, in my opinion.
Even so, though, I mean, I think we saw 100 Thieves, and I don't know, man. I personally think the most true is probably... I think 100 Thieves are still underrated because they're using rosters on 2 different times.
I definitely agree, and that's something. And also, I don't think CG is overrated. I think CG, if anything, I think CG is also underrated. If anything, if I'm being completely honest, I think CG deserves more credit. But no, I think it's more likely that 100 Thieves is underrated. They're good, they're legit, and I think that they only have upside from here, in my opinion.
All right, let's go ahead and get over to I believe this is our final slide here, as we've gone through all these. I'm just counting up the slides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is going to be our final slide here.
Can do, man.
Better optic roster: Zebra mid plus Kev support, or Stick Tickler mid plus Zebra support. Ooh. This is an interesting one because Stick Tickler had some issues that kind of had him suspended. But Zebra looks clean, honestly. Like,
yeah, Zebra did look good.
I personally, they had the cleanest game out of the DCCS. They had the cleanest game by far in terms of macro. They had the most slow-paced game, but they definitely controlled the pace of it, so it just felt overall very clean from them.
Yeah. Optic deserves a lot of credit. Everyone was doubting them. I don't know. They were one of the teams that people had the lowest win percentage for when the votes came out, and
0-4. They were 0-4 too. Yeah, 0-4 predictions. All teams that went 0. It's just wow.
They shut everybody up, and you know what? Good for them. Good for them.
But the question is, better optic roster. I'm gonna have to actually go. I think I go that.
Yeah.
Because Stick Tickler is just such a good mechanically solid mid. I think he's actually really good. It's really tough. It really depends. I need to see both of these teams play together now to see what their macro and calls are. Because if their calls change because Stick Tickler's in the mid lane, I would prefer having Zebra in the mid all the time.
Yeah, it comes down to, can Stick Tickler not get suspended again? There you go. Stick Tickler doesn't get himself suspended, I will agree. I think, obviously, I agree with you there. I think Stick Tickler is a really, really good player, and I think as long as he's on in the game, Optic has it really good. So I think Stick Tickler mid, I'm actually gonna have to go with that. Stick Tickler mid Zebra support. I think that's the best iteration of the roster that you can possibly get out of them currently. So I'm gonna go that.
Yeah, and I believe that was all of our slides there as we looked through all of these. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for coming out. Be sure to stay tuned. Follow the DCCS on Twitter. Make sure you catch all the action on Twitch. All the VODs are there, so even if you can't make it the day of, you can always go back and check out the VODs and see your favorite teams go head to head. And real quick, Blazing, where can they find you, my boy?
Oh boy, you can find me. My Twitter is twitter.com/blazinglegenddx. It's a fantastic place where you can find me either A, ranting about how TSM is disappointing me, or B, ranting about some stupid meme that I found. Not even ranting, just posting stupid memes that I found. So if you are interested at all, or you want to just chat with me at all, you can probably find me there, or also even in the DCCS Discord itself. I'm very, very active there, so feel free to come say hi if you have nothing else to do. Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know where to find the disappointments at now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for coming out, and we hope you have a great day.